Hello and welcome to episode number 7. I'm your host, Fruit Snack, and I just want to say the reason why the lighting, if you're watching this on YouTube, is kind of dark is because I'm filming this late at night. Not too late, but still, I got my days mixed up since my class was canceled today. I thought today, for some reason, was Saturday, and then I freaked out because I almost forgot to film this Saturday's podcast. Also, this Saturday, I'm going to be going on a lab up at the forest for one of my classes. So, hopefully, I get this done by tonight and have it up for you all ready at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday, we're in September still, sorry. September 28th. But speaking of October, I just want to say that everyone, everywhere, and everything living is excited for this year's Halloween. And I am excited for all the parties and the get-togethers of friends and stuff like that. But besides all that, we can tell on YouTube that I have a different setup back here. We actually framed my search poster by NF signed, and we got a little chalkboard that says AZepedacast, which is this podcast. And my mom saw this turtle little canvas thing that's like a postcard sticker kind of, and she decided to give it to me. So that's our new additions that we have. Speaking of new additions, I am going to make stickers. I know I said I was thinking about making shirts. I am still figuring that out, and I'm going to be doing test runs soon to see if I can be able to make a t-shirt and give it to people. Not for free though. So besides that, I am making stickers. I've bought the things I need to make these stickers, and everything came in today, which is pretty amazing. So I've been setting all that up today, and I totally forgot about this podcast, which is my fault. I am 100% to blame, and I apologize. But besides that, everything else is pretty the same, except last weekend, unfortunately, I was supposed to go on a backpacking trip. I was going to record that for my Wednesday video, so I had it all planned out. But unfortunately, the backpacking trip was canceled due to unforeseeable circumstances. But the thing is, I was really looking forward to that backpacking trip. But life happens and it changes everything up. But we are making that up for class, but we're not going to do like an actual backpacking trip, which is pretty sad, but it's alright. But that's the reason why I didn't upload on Wednesday, so I apologize for that. I do have some clips of things that have been happening in my life, and those will be going up Wednesday. Hopefully I do not lag on it again or mess up. But besides that, I really hope those who are watching or listening this that kept telling me, actually didn't keep on, but told me, recommended it, to talk about the video where I was basically almost pushed off my dirt bike. And in the video, I'm really, really upset. And the thing is, I kept bringing it up with my forestry peeps, and they said, on next podcast, talk about it. So I'm going to go into very depth into it. If you are watching this on YouTube, you'll get to watch play-by-play with me. And we're going to be skipping through it, not spending our whole time on it, because that was a long time ago. I should get over it, but hey, it's kind of hard to do that. So it's on YouTube, and let me get this going. Okay, so the video is called "He Tried Pushing Me Off My Dirt Bike," and the thumbnail is him legit going like that to me. So at that, I was upset. So let's try not to have this super loud. Okay. So I just want to say, in the beginning, I used to do this in my videos. I used to put so much effort into it, like legit stressed about my videos. I still kind of do, but I don't think I stress about it that much. But I don't know. But I would put like the highlights of the video in the beginning, and then the intro, and then the rest of the video. But then I feel like just get into the video. I feel like people don't really want to like see what's gonna happen, and then intro, and then start from the beginning. So I stopped that. But yeah, everything's out of context, and it's amazing. So that's my old intro. And by the way, I just want to say this. Not a lot of people know this, but my old intro, the song basically the song for my intro, I've created that myself. I made that myself. And I think it's really good. And when I told people, they were like, "Wow, really?" And I just want to let you know a little fun fact. So basically, in the beginning of the video, we're just riding our dirt bikes, and it's a cool montage. So here, look at me trying to be all cool. So I recorded this with my GoPro, and we did a video before this one where I had the GoPro on my head, but I felt like it was like kind of like not getting the best shots ever. So we decided to put it on my chest and see how that would look. So we did that, and we regretted it right when the bad stuff started happening. So let's get in. So basically, it switched. It was on me in the beginning. So I'm riding the dirt bike, and this part is where we switched it. So you can see me with my khaki pants. These edits, these videos, they look so simple to do, and they kind of are, because I've been doing it for a long time, and I went to school for it, and it's like really simple, but like it takes a lot of time. And this video, I was so happy with the way it came out. My friend MJ, she always texts me whenever my videos come out amazing or anything. She's like, "Oh my gosh, it was really good." Like one of the recent video I had, I was like, "I don't care if I get a copy strike." It was, I think I'll be home soon. I think that's what it was called. And that whole video, it took me forever to do it, but I was so happy with the ending of it, how it came out. But yeah, so basically we switch. This is one of my favorite videos. The thing is, I really wish I could make more videos like this. It's just the music can get copyrighted, and it just makes me be like, damn, like I don't know, it makes me feel like, dang, I just want to use music and not get copyrighted, because like you can like get a strike and things like that, and I don't want that to happen. But for my recent video, we went hiking, a day hike, and I didn't put music in it. I wanted to see how that would turn out. I think it turned out pretty good. You get to hear nature and stuff, but I just feel like when I look back at it, I was like, maybe I should have put music in it. But yeah, so here's my little cousin trying to do tricks. Yeah, so basically it's just us like riding, and we get to a point where we want to race each other. He suggests it. But yeah, we used to, this is the spot where we always rode. I don't know if you can hear me still, but we rode this spot since forever, for 11 years mainly, because I rode it when I was younger, and I don't even know how old I was, honestly, because we got our first quads for Christmas. My aunt, my cousin got quads, and we were riding there for a long time, before my cousin, the one I'm riding with now, could even ride one. He was little, oh my gosh, I remember, because one time, my other cousin Marcos, he went in the house real quick, and he's like, "Oh, you can ride it with Ethan in the back," because this is my cousin Ethan. And I was like, okay. So we're riding around the office, and it's like this big old building, this metal building, because my grandpa owns a company, so it's this big old building. And we're riding around the office, and I turned hard, and we legit went on the side with 2 wheels. And I was like, we'll never speak of this again. But it's been years now, and sometimes we bring it up after years it's been. And it's so funny because he was so small, and he was behind me. I was like, oh my gosh, if we would have flipped, I would have been in so much trouble. But yeah. So yeah, we've been riding since. It's me defending myself. Yeah, okay, so I said I don't want to turn hard again is because I freaking hella munched it. One time my first dirt bike that I got, I think at this time it was getting fixed. I hit the shoulder hard, and like my shoulder's messed up, like it pops out right here, like you can tell. And I got scared because I saw a dead dog and it was right in the corner. I got scared, and then like I turned, but I turned too fast. I slid, but yeah. So I'm kind of deformed, I guess you can say, on my shoulder. But yeah. Hold on. I have to go. Hold on. Let me pause this real quick, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. So basically, it's starting to get cold outside, and the mice are starting to try to get in the house. And I just saw a mouse run across the room, and honestly, it makes me feel really, really dirty. I swear, I'm a clean person. We're clean people. Yeah, it usually happens around this time because it's cold outside. They want to get inside because it's warm. But I try to get the cats to get the mouse, but they can smell it, definitely. But it probably went into a different cat because it's not in here anymore. But Lily's coming back. She was just babysitting my little cousins, and she's gonna come back and try to hopefully find the mice because they kept staring at this corner in the bathroom. And she said that one time she saw a mouse run in there. But I swear, we're clean people. We clean the house and everything. It's because we live out in the country and it's cold, so you probably know if you live out in the country and stuff. So yeah, let's get back to where I left off. So yeah, basically we're getting ready to race each other, right? And let me get it. So basically, we're gonna run around the orange trees. We're gonna ride the bikes around the orange trees 2 times, and whoever comes back to the spot where we're at wins. So that's basically it. And I popped a wheelie. I was like, I really wanted to win. So sometimes it can be really competitive. I really, really wanted to win, and right away I popped a wheelie. And in this video, since it was on his chest, if he had it on his head and looked at me, you could have saw me whoop up in a wheelie. I always pop wheelies for some reason. But I have never popped a wheelie where I fell into the ground. That's pretty crazy. But you can see that my wheel's has a good amount of air. Oh, that was so awesome. And I was like, I popped the wheelie and went doom, and then went because I forget that you have to you can't start off super duper fast and stuff like that. But yeah, so these bikes you have to shift manually too. So we do that, and it's right here where I pass them. So we're over here riding. We already passed where this guy where the incident happens later on in this video. So here I pass him. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna win, you know. But the thing is, we were getting into, there's these orange trees that we have to go through to get back to where we were. And if you're watching this, you could watch the video where this is my so you can see in this video, I don't think you can tell very clearly, but he cuts me off, and that's the reason I hate riding with him, because he always cuts me off too. And he gets so close to me and everything, yeah. So right there he cuts me off, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you trying to kill me? So yeah, we're just right there hanging out, having fun, riding dirt bikes and stuff. And let's see if I can get to it. And right here at this part is where this guy comes out of nowhere, and my cousin, he's not trying to take off, right? He's legit slowing down. We have to shift our gears down when we slow down, because it's manual. If you have a car that's manual, it's not automatic, then you gotta shift your gears down. So we had to shift our gears down and slow down, and legit, it's not caught on camera, which I'm so upset. But because he was looking at me the whole time he was slowing down, but the camera was on his chest. But trust me, he legit, this is what happened. I saw my cousin go, and then I started to go, and then I saw him too, and I was like, oh shoot. So I started slowing my gears down, and he legit grabs one hand on each of my shoulders and shakes me. And legit, if I didn't like slow down or like have like my balance as I was slowing down, then I could have legit fallen off. I could have legit fell and freaking hurt my shoulder a lot more than it already is. And like I just hate that he put his hands on me. Like, I don't care who you are, you do not put your hands on another human being unless you have consent. Like, come on. Like, it pissed me off, and I'm still mad about it. I think this is why my forestry peeps wanted me to talk about it on my podcast. Like, I'm so mad about it still, because he didn't, I guess, like, okay, I'm not gonna get too far ahead in it. I'm taking it step by step. So yeah, he pushes me down, he like touches me, and I'm like, the hell? And then right away he just yells at us, like, what if you want your point across, at least say it, don't yell it. But here, at this time, I forgot to address it, but my cousin's like around like 13, 12, and I was like 18 at the time this happened, because I just graduated high school. So I turned 18 in the summer, so it was around that time. Yeah, I was 18 when this happened.
No, we just ride through here. What? We just ride through here. This is our little riding.
And he's like, who gave you the authority to drive through here and all that?
Oh, sorry, no one.
So I'm not gonna skip ahead on this part because every detail is very crucial, I feel like. Hopefully this video doesn't take all the talking that I wanted to talk about, but it's okay if it does, because you know this podcast is episodes, and this episode might be just mainly this.
No, sorry. I don't want to hear.
Alright, so he says he doesn't want us here, and we're like, alright. So this is where I come in. I was like, well, you didn't have to hit me. And he's like, I didn't hit you. And then he like legit, okay, I'm not gonna go with it. I just want to say everything. See, he said, I tried to grab you because you wouldn't stop. And then this is when my cousin faces his whole body at me, because he's like, oh yeah, I forgot we're recording. So you see me in the frame now. See, I was like, I just saw you at the corner. And then he pulls out his phone, right? This is the part where he pulls out his phone and he takes a picture of me. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you taking a picture of me? So that got me even more mad. Like you don't take picture of me. See, I'm gonna take your picture. And I was like, no. And I looked that way. I was like, no, what the hell? Like, what are you creep? He's like a 50-year-old man, or maybe even more, with a gray beard. I was just like, I barely turned 18. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I'd never been in this situation. He's like, you're on my property, you got it. And then I address this. He said, you're on my property. And then, oh, sorry, I stopped ahead. And then he said, you're on my boss's property. So he can't keep his story straight. And I was like, what? Like, right away I'm confused, because like my mind processes things a little slow, and like if you say one thing and then another, it like confuses me. So he said that, and I'm like, you're what? And then he says, you're on my boss's property, I'm the caretaker here, okay? Like, oh, so it's your boss's, it's not your property. Because from my knowledge, you either have a no trespassing sign, or if you're told by the owner of the property, of the private property, then you can't be on that property. That's from my knowledge. And I was, I forgot I was laughing. I was trying not to laugh about it. I was just like, oh, this guy, man. What did I say? I forgot what I said. Oh, you can't hear me because he started talking over me. I was like, oh, right, so this isn't your property, so you don't have the right to tell us. And then like he like cut me out, and like he like yelling over me. and I was basically gonna say anything, but I didn't finish my sentence because he kept talking over me. Yeah, he's like, I'm the boss's caretaker. I have the authority. And then I still don't understand what he said. Something about getting the sheriff out here. And I was like, what? And he was saying that he wanted to get the sheriff out here. I was like, okay, get the sheriff. He's like, okay, I'll get the sheriff. And he doesn't. Sorry, I skipped ahead. But he doesn't. And then he asks where we live. I'm like, over there. I was just pointing because I didn't want to give him my address. Like, what the heck?
Where you live, right? Oh, we live like literally right there.
He's like, you know where you live, right? I was like, yeah.
Where? Right there. Right there.
I'm like, we literally live right there. We don't live that far from right here. Like, legit.
I'll be over there right now, okay? Talk to your father.
He's like, I'm going to follow you over there right now, okay? I'm going to talk to your father. I was like, you can't talk to my father. My father ain't here. My grandpa's here, though. And then, I was just like, wait, he's gonna follow me? Like, I didn't really process that well when I was doing this. Yeah, I was like, my father's not here, but you can talk to my grandpa. And then he turns to my cousin. This is when he turns to my cousin, asking, how do I get to your place? I'm like repeating everything. I'm sorry if that's annoying, but but here's what I can't tell you. I just realized it when I was looking back at this. I just realized he's like, but you got balls enough to be on this property or something. And he's like, you turned to an underage kid asking for its address. Like, of course he's not going to give it to you. You're a stranger. Like, come on.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, we didn't know. We honestly didn't know it was private property. We've been riding there for years, and we didn't know that that we weren't allowed to be right there. Like, there was orange trees around. Like, we thought it was like public property. Like a company probably owned it because they picked the orange trees or something. But this guy he like didn't listen. Like, just wait for it. It's a good part.
What do you mean you don't mean to? You live here. Well, I mean, I ride through here, but I mean, I forgot.
Oh, and then I say, I don't know if you can hear me, but I say, oh yeah, we always ride through here.
Trying to catch you guys here before. Before.
And then he's like, because he says that it catches before, and I just found out after this whole thing, my cousin said, oh yeah, him and Marcos went there. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I probably look like, because everybody says I look like my cousin Marcos, and that we look like. And I was like, when? Like, I was like, dude, he kept saying that I was there. I was like, I wasn't here. Like, what the heck? I would have known.
There was another older guy than you. I think he'd be around 20 through here.
I think it'd be around 20. None of us were 20 at the time. None of us. I think that's funny.
So I don't want to see you guys around here no more.
That wasn't us.
No more. I don't care. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, well.
I don't want you guys around here. You don't own the property. I'm the caretaker here.
I was so upset. He's like, you don't own this property. I'm like, well, you don't either. I was so upset.
I got the authority by the owner to report and get you guys to the sheriff.
Okay,
Am I understood?
that doesn't mean to put your hands on me.
Yeah, and I bring it up. I kept bringing it up. I was like, doesn't mean you can put your hands on me.
I try to stop you.
What?
Why did you stop?
Because
he legit got so close to me, and I was like, hey, like, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, I legit go like that. Like, okay, for you audio people, I move my hand up like a way like you know when you like put your hands up like under arrest, but I like flicked it fast because he was like putting his hands towards my body, and I was not having it. Oh, and this part, I for you people that are in audio, sorry, but like I get my fingers, like my two fingers out, my thumb and my index finger, and I was like, listen, and each time I said listen, I would put my fingers closer and closer together. So like it went like down, and I was so upset. I'm so sorry. I keep repeating myself, but still. Oh, I did it fast. I was listening, and then I closed it like an alligator.
you're standing right at the corner. I saw you.
And it worked. He listened. He was listening for a little bit. I mean, hey.
And I was slowing down, but you.
Why did you stop?
See? And I was like, and I was slowing down, but you, and then I was gonna say, but you put your hands on me. I was gonna say that, but then he's like, why didn't you stop? And I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you a freaking broken record player? Like, let me talk. And if you're gonna be a broken record player, I'm gonna be a broken record player. You know what I mean?
Because I just saw you.
You want to go back like this guy did?
Well, we can't stop right away. If we stop right away, we'll fall.
Shit, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm like, well, we can't stop right away. If we stop right away, we'll fall off, because it's like you press your brakes hard, you fall forward. And he didn't. He's like, don't give me that. And then he said, bull ass. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy, like, dude. Let's continue. And then I said it. I was like, yeah, you're the only bull ass here. I was so mad. I don't cuss as a person. I try not to cuss. And I was not having it. I was like, you know what? You say I'm giving you that? Well, you are that. I'm so mad.
Property no more.
We heard you the first time.
What?
But doesn't give you
Okay,
right
don't get
to
smart
answer.
with me, kid.
Okay, so he started talking over me, so I had to put the words on the screen just in case no one heard. So I said, we heard you the first time, but that doesn't give you the right to put your hands on me. And then he's like, don't be smart with me, kid. And I was like, do you know who I am? I am a famous YouTuber. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully I'm not yelling into the mic, because I'm so like heated and like it's funny too. Oh, he's like, I'm giving you a break right now. I was like, you know what? I should have called the sheriff. I legit, I'm like, you know what? I should have called the sheriff and said, hey, yeah, we were just riding here. And like, because he knew if the sheriff came, he would have gotten in trouble for putting his hands on me. Sorry.
I'm gonna call the boss right now. If you guys come right here in the mouth, the sheriff's gonna be waiting for you.
Oh yeah, he said he's gonna call his boss right now. And if you guys come back, the sheriff will be waiting for us. And I was like, call him right now. I'll talk to anybody but you, because you put your hands on me.
You guys are just taking advantage of the situation.
He said that we're taking advantage of this situation. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? You're legit. And then I do say right here, hold on.
Advantage of little kids that are trying to ride.
No. You have no business.
And then I don't know if you caught that, but I said, you're basically taking advantage of little kids trying to ride their bikes. And then he's like, no, you don't have no business being here.
Private property.
It's private property. Don't you know the law? Oh my goodness. And then I was like, this is what I just, hold on. I was so mad, and it's so funny looking back at this.
No, I did not put the hand. I was trying to grab because you won't stop.
Yes, you just admitted you tried
You
to
won't
grab me.
stop.
I was like, yes, you just admitted you tried to grab me. But he wouldn't admit that he actually put his hands on me. But he did. Like, legit.
I just saw you and
Because you went right by me. I just went like that. Stop.
no, you were waving your hands so
I
I started
waved
to
your hand. You
stop.
saw my
Yes,
way.
I was slowing down.
And I kept trying to tell him I slow down.
You guys seem to be reasoning more than you. You're a little smart aleck. I'm gonna tell you guys, okay?
Because I know my rights.
Dog, you got no right to.
Oh yeah, he turned to my cousin saying that he's more reasonable, but my cousin was just being quiet the whole time. And then like I was like, I know my rights, and he's like, he just says basically I don't have any rights on this property.
What's your right here?
And then I was like, yes, I have rights. And he's like, he said something, and I was like, what?
It's right here.
You were trespassing.
But he said, but you're right here. And then he said, you're trespassing. He's like, he wasn't speaking correctly, but I was like confused. I was like, what?
No, I don't see no signs that says no trespassing.
You probably.
I said, there's no. So basically, this is where he starts saying, yeah. I don't know if you heard it. I said, there's property here. But basically, he kept trying to say like every property is owned by people. Like basically, he was basically saying that there's no such thing as public land. I feel like when I really looked at it, but I don't know.
Here. You know what I'm trying to tell you?
He's talking to my cousin.
Next time at least, put a sign that says private property. No, sir. We don't have to put a sign. You're in private property. You don't own it, right? You don't know.
And then he started getting mad at my cousin because he's like, well, next time maybe put a sign because we don't know. We don't know it. And he's like, you don't own it. So you don't own it, that means it's private. That's what he was basically saying to him.
Yes, we don't own it. You don't own it. Then you have no business here.
Yeah, but how are we, what spot are we supposed to know? Like, we can't
What
go
do you,
here.
you know where you live, right?
Hmm?
You know where you live?
And then he's like, you know where you live? and he's like, he basically says like, oh, what if I go and ride around your property? And we're just like, we wouldn't like it, obviously, because it is private property, and legit there's not much space to ride. That's why we go out. Legit, there's just trees around us, and like basically go around the office, but that's it. But we want to go out more and, you know, actually enjoy a ride. But we're just like, we'll see you and we'll know you're there. But I don't know. Well, of course he wouldn't. And then he feels like he proven his point. Well, hold on.
You guys are trespassing. Okay? So don't do that. I want you to rock guys no more.
And I was so done with it. I was like, oh, I see. But I was like, I see when I was saying that to my cousin, because my cousin wasn't talking, and I was the one talking the whole time. So I was like, I see what you're doing. Just be quiet and like let us leave, because he's being annoying as hell.
I'm gonna tell it once. When I hear more.
When he said, "I'll tell you once," and I don't know if you can hear me because I'm pretty far away from the camera. But I was like, and I'm gonna tell you once.
I'm gonna call the sheriff to be waiting for you.
I was like, okay.
Okay, so out of here.
Next time, don't
Out. Get out of here.
Well, he kept saying out, but I said, he's like, okay, get out of here. I was like, well, just next time, don't put your hands on someone. He's like, out of here. And then from that point, the dirt bike didn't want to start at first. I feel like I'm yelling now, sorry. I feel like the dirt bike wasn't starting at first, and it's because the dirt bike has problems. But and then it started working, and then my cousin we passed by the other house, and they always say hi to us, but my cousin just yells effing people. And then we get back, and right away my uncle felt like there was something wrong, and he was like, what happened? And I was like, oh. So I basically tell him that this guy, I almost started crying because I was so mad still, because I choke a little bit. I was like,
And like he hits my arm and I almost fell off.
What?
And then he even admitted, we got it on tape. He even admitted that you wanted to grab me.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is this?
yeah. So I just told him like he legit like pushes me a little bit, like he hits my arm and everything, like he hits my arm to grab it, and like he legit even admitted it, and my uncle was so pissed, and he's like walking around, and the best part, I'm not gonna show the whole thing because it basically just leads to my grandpa going over there. My uncle going over there and on his dirt bike and telling him off, and he told him off pretty good. But he said, where's my baton? And my cousin was like, oh, he's a really old man. You could just yell at him really hard and he'll die of a heart attack. And I was like, what the heck? I just realized he said that. And then my uncle's wife, that's his wife actually, they're married now. He's like, he shouldn't have touched you. And I was like, yeah, I kept telling him over and over again, he shouldn't have touched me. But I think he thought I was a little boy. But I mean, but still, even then, like, you shouldn't put your hands on someone. But yeah, so there's that video. If you guys want to see it, you can. It happened today. It happened last year in March. It was when I was reffing. It was when I was a coach for the high school. But yeah, it's called He Tried Pushing Me Off My Dirt Bike with 2 exclamation points. 2 people liked it. Wow, cool. Yeah, so that's what happened. That just really, really pissed me off. Yeah, so that happened. I always the stories I tell are the stories that I've actually recorded, and it's really cool that I was able to document this experience. Like, I've never had this ever happen to me where somebody excuse me, I'm just burping, or somebody legit pushes me off the dirt bike. This is why I also want to catch things. There's a lot of bad things that happen to me that I catch on camera, which is like, people will be like, oh, clickbait, and I'm like, it happened. There's this one where, like, one just before that one, and it's called Just One Big Muddy Fail, and that's when I hella munched it, and we're right in the same spot we were last time. And then Getting Muddy again, that one is we actually rode somewhere different, and it's kind of scary because you're right next to the canal. The other videos, I feel like all the videos I put out are really, really well, and I'm really proud of myself because like I look back at them and I laugh and I get mad and I laugh. I get all the emotions, entertainment. Like one time the car broke down and I recorded it and I was like, damn, that's crazy, man. And then I was like, why you don't have friends? I want to make my friend get face paint, but technically she agreed to it, and she was just really upset with the ending result because everyone was staring. And then there was the one video where where is it? Where it was a Father's Day weekend, and the boat caught on fire. And it was my first time on a boat. Like legit, I can like talk about everything that happened to me and show a video on the side of the screen because it's also a recording. Hopefully, hopefully I didn't mess up my recording. But yeah, like it's pretty like honestly amazing. Most of it's about me, my family, like me and my cousins. And my car broke down. Oh, I remember that. And oh man, I remember this one. It's basically a freaking little short film I made. It's called Happy Place short film, and I don't really have a happy place, but that's a whole another thing I'll get into. That one was really cool. This one with they took off their clothes. Oh my gosh, that one was funny. Those got a lot of views, but I don't really. Sometimes I don't really look at those. Oh wow. I remember the Friends Gone Wild. Everybody's so crazy. Like everyone. When we got locked out of the car. Oh my gosh. That my stuff got stolen. That hurts because like it was my camera, and I know they're just things. I'm over it, but still, like at the time, like I saved up for that camera. That was my first camera that I've ever had. I saved up. I paid half. My mom paid the other half, and like it was so upsetting because I had a video I was so happy about. I was gonna edit it. I was gonna do all kinds of crazy stuff, but everything got stolen. My wallet, my school photos, because they're like little IDs that we had. My sweater, my money, because I didn't have a bank account at that time, so all I had was cash on me. And like it was my fault. I felt kind of sketch leaving it in there, but I still left it because it was kind of heavy and I didn't want to carry it. But yeah, Hot Chips Challenge, that one was crazy because that one was filmed like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. like the saltine. Oh my gosh, people in my life were amazing. Honestly, they helped me make these cool funny videos and make a little documentary of my life, but yeah, so I think that we're gonna end the podcast here. If you want to request something to talk about, I mean, my 4 Street Peeps wanted me to talk about this on my podcast, so if you want to request something, go ahead and request it. I don't have any questions. I don't think anybody asked me any questions or sent me any questions. Maybe nobody's really curious about my life, but that's okay. But yeah, so thank you for listening. Maybe you'll come back for more, and if you do, I'll be here maybe talking about something new. But until then, enjoy life.